Daily life in the Arctic, surviving the coldest place on Earth. Sweeping drone shots of the endless white Arctic tundra, close-ups of snow blowing across ice, Inuit families in fur-lined parkas walking along frozen landscapes. In the remote north, beyond the last forests and past the tree line, stretches an unforgiving world of ice and wind. Here, temperatures drop to 50 degrees and lower. Winds whip across open tundra at hurricane force, and winter night can last for months. Yet, people live here, and not merely survive, but create rich cultures, raise families, and craft lives built on respect for nature's might. This is daily life in the Arctic, an extraordinary balance of endurance, tradition, and human ingenuity. Shelter, homes that hold back the cold, igloos under twilight, smoke curling from sod houses, families gathered inside warm interiors. Survival here begins with shelter. The Arctic is home to traditional structures shaped by centuries of trial and adaptation. In winter, Inuit build igloos, or igloo, made entirely of snow. Paradoxically, one of nature's best insulators. Snow traps air, and compacted into blocks, it becomes strong enough to build domed houses. An igloo can maintain an interior temperature just below freezing even when outside temperatures plunge to 40 degrees or colder. Small seal oil lamps, called quillik, provide heat and light, and the design itself is brilliant. A tunnel entrance traps cold air outside. Sleeping platforms raised above floor level keep people above the coldest air. Air holes prevent suffocation. In coastal areas, karmak, semi-permanent sod houses, combine stone, driftwood, whale bones, and thick layers of moss and turf. These structures last months, sometimes years, and are carefully oriented to resist prevailing winds. Each shelter reflects a profound understanding of physics, climate, and natural materials. Knowledge refined and passed down over generations. Clothing, the science of staying warm. Sewing caribou skin parkas, close-ups of stitching, people wearing traditional dress. The next line of defense is what you wear. In these temperatures, modern textiles often fail. But traditional clothing, perfected over centuries, keeps Arctic peoples alive. Caribou skin is the star material. Thousands of hollow hairs trap body heat better than modern synthetic fibers. A traditional winter outfit includes an inner caribou parka, fur facing inward for insulation, an outer parka, fur outward to block wind and snow. Kamiks, boots, made from seal or caribou skin, lined with grass or fur for extra warmth. Mittens often trimmed with wolf or wolverine fur, which resists frost buildup. Every piece is hand-stitched, often using sinew, animal tendons, which swells when wet, sealing stitches against moisture. These garments are more than practical. Each stitch carries ancestral knowledge, taught from parent to child, connecting today's wearers to generations before. Food, hunting, gathering, and the energy to endure. Ice fishing, seal hunting, family meals, food storage. In a land without fields or orchards, food must be hunted, fished, or gathered. The Arctic diet is rich in fat and protein, the only way to sustain life in sub-zero temperatures. Marine mammals like seals, walrus, and whales provide dense calories and essential nutrients. Land mammals like caribou and Arctic hare supply protein and hides for clothing. Fish like Arctic char and whitefish are caught through ice holes or rivers. In summer, berries and edible plants briefly supplement meals. Traditional foods like muktuk, whale skin and blubber, contain vitamin C, critical in a diet with little vegetation. Nothing is wasted. Bones become tools, skins become clothing, fat fuels lamps, and meat feeds families and sled dogs alike. Hunting is often communal, combining patience, knowledge of animal behavior, and tools like harpoons or rifles adapted for the conditions. Mobility, sled dogs, sleds, and sea routes. Dog sled teams racing across snow, kamutik sleds, boats in icy water movement is survival in the Arctic. Before snowmobiles, Inuit traveled with sled dogs, powerful animals bred for endurance, thick coats, and loyalty. In summer, small boats called umiaks, made of driftwood frames covered in seal or walrus hide, navigate coastal waters and hunt marine mammals. Navigation depends on more than compass bearings. Skilled hunters read snowdrifts, called sastrugi, watch for wind-carved patterns, observe stars, and even study cloud reflections over open water. These techniques, learned over lifetimes, are essential for survival, where landmarks are few and storms can erase all traces of a trail. Tools and technology, ingenuity against extremes. Carving tools, building sleds, using igloos, lamps glowing in igloos. Arctic life demands constant invention. Common traditional tools include ulu, curved knives often used by women, perfect for scraping hides and preparing food. Kulak, lamps that burn seal oil providing heat, light, and a surface for cooking. Snow goggles, narrow slits carved into wood or bone preventing snow blindness. Each piece of equipment must be lightweight, portable, and resilient. And it all comes from local materials: driftwood, antler, stone, sinew, and animal skins. Elders telling stories, throat singing, children learning traditional dances. Beyond survival, there is culture, a rich tapestry of language, music, and art. Inuktitut and related dialects describe snow, ice, and animal behavior in ways English cannot. Words built for survival and storytelling. Oral histories teach not just facts, but values: humility, patience, and respect for nature. Throat singing, drum dances, and intricate carvings celebrate life and the bond between people, animals, and spirits. Even in hardship, these traditions create belonging, resilience, and joy. The modern Arctic: change, challenge, and hope. Snowmobiles beside sled dogs, young people on phones, climate change impacts. Today, Arctic communities live between worlds. Modern technology, snowmobiles, GPS, and internet, coexists with ancient practices. Yet climate change is reshaping daily life. Animal migration patterns change. Ice melt, permafrost melts, threatening homes and infrastructure. Conclusion: lessons from the cold northern lights. Families gathered, quiet snowy landscape. In the coldest places on Earth, daily life teaches lessons universal to us all. Respect for the land and its rhythms. Ingenuity in the face of scarcity. Community as the deepest form of shelter. The Arctic is harsh, but also beautiful. And its people prove that survival is not merely endurance, but living in harmony with a demanding, awe-inspiring world. Subscribe for more true Arctic stories and survival documentaries.